And now, KTSM 9 News 2024 Summer Olympics Edition.
Well, city employees of El Paso can soon expect to see gender-affirming care as part of their health care coverage in the coming months. This edition after city council members approved the progressive ordinance in a 7-1 vote. Thank you so much for tuning in to KTSM 9 News at 10. I'm Monica Cortez.
I'm Andy Morgan. There's still questions that remain about what type of care will be offered and who will fund these services. KTSM 9 News reporter Tirza Ortiz took a closer look into the agenda item. She has tonight's top story.
Gender-affirming care has been a hot-button issue for years, especially here in the state of Texas, where Governor Greg Abbott has banned that specific health care for most minors. City Council's move sparking debate across party lines.
In a 7-1 vote, where District 4 Representative Joe Molinar was the only dissenter, City Council approved for the city manager and staff to begin looking for healthcare providers to give city employees access to gender-affirming care.
They noticed that there was kind of a missing part, right, to the insurance, and they're like, oh, hey, you know, this specific thing is missing. Let's go ahead and rectify that by directing our HR to go ahead and look at an insurance that's a little bit more inclusive.
The Borderland Rainbow Center, along with other community partners, have collaborated in helping shape the ordinance. Betta is saying this shows El Paso that the LGBTQ+ community is integrated throughout different sectors, including city staff. However, not everyone agrees with taxpayers' money funding others' medical decisions.
If a person chooses to do that, that's their decision. We as taxpayers should not be paying for that.
At this time, the city has not announced where the funds will come from, but Thea says he hopes there is transparency concerning this action moving forward.
Publicizing and asking for input would have been great. If they could also tell us what is the cost of this to us as taxpayers, I think that would be good.
Potential coverage options will be provided to council within 60 days from July 30th. Betta is saying the city's move goes past ethics. It's a strategic economic development plan to attract and retain talent here in the borderland.
Good insurance coverage, maybe a great PTO policy. Then we can begin to attract the people who necessarily maybe don't want to leave, right? They want to stay, they want to be with their families, but they need something to kind of do that give and take for them. So I really think that this points the city into the same place that the county, I think, is also moving, which is to make El Paso a place where you can have a viable life, right? And not just a viable life, you can thrive here.
I reached out to District 4 Representative Joe Molinar. His office says he would not provide a statement as to why he voted no. Reporting in downtown El Paso, Tirza Ortiz, KTSM 9 News.
Tirza, thank you so much for that report. Well, the city of El Paso today hosted a meet and greet event, giving El Pasoans the chance to talk one-on-one with each of the finalists for the city manager position. Attendees got to chat with each of the 4 candidates and also filled out a survey to provide feedback on their experience with each of the finalists. We followed this story closely. KTSM learned last month that City Council member Josh Acevedo was unaware of the short list and said the process lacked transparency. Mayor Oscar Leeser argued those claims, saying all members received detailed reports. Now, KTSM spoke with El Pasoans who attended the event on what they would like to see in their next city manager.
Well, of course, you know we want transparency. We want somebody that we trust, someone who's passionate about it. You know, not just in it for a job, but they're passionate and they really care about the things that affect the people that put them in office.
On Monday, August 19th, City Council will interview each of the finalists during an executive session meeting before publicly discussing and voting on who will be chosen to take on the role of El Paso City Manager. Now, if you missed today's event, it's okay. The next meet and greet will be held tomorrow at the El Paso Convention Center starting at 5:30.
New at 10, a group of El Pasoans are calling on District 8 City Representative Chris Canales to be removed from his position. They say it's over a number of things, including a controversial affordable housing proposal on the west side. But Canales tells us he's been very transparent. Jose Nunez, Linda Peacock, and Debbie Welch submitted the petition this morning to City Hall. It claims Canales never spoke to his constituents about the low-income housing and went against projects the community wanted, like expansions to tennis courts at the El Paso Tennis Club.
Put it this way, they just want to be represented, and no one's being represented. And you just can't go about doing your own business and pretend that everybody's going to follow you with your own agenda. The agenda is the people's agenda, and that's what it always should be, and that's what we're fighting for.
According to the city's chapter, the group will now need to provide signatures with at least 20% matching the number of votes cast in Canales' election. They have 60 days from filing this notice with the city clerk to be able to do so. Now, we did reach out to Canales for comment on the petition. He argued that he held 8 community meetings in the month of April regarding the home project and says at least 2 of the group's members attended those meetings. He says, quote, "It is absolutely okay for people to disagree with specific policy decisions of mine or to be critical of my votes. Not everyone agrees on every issue, and that is the nature of elected government. That said, I'm disappointed in this attempt to falsely discredit me because I didn't immediately agree to this group's demand to oppose Home's proposed affordable housing development," end quote.
And a 22-year-old man has been arrested for allegedly shooting a Circle K clerk in the head during an altercation at a Far East El Paso store Friday night. According to El Paso police, Jorge Lopez was booked into the El Paso County Jail on a $1 million bond. As we reported, this happened on Circle K on Montana Avenue last Friday evening. According to court documents obtained by Ktsm, Lopez, who was at the convenience store earlier that evening, allegedly returned to Circle K, walked into the store, and threw a drink at the clerk. Documents state the clerk punctured Lopez's tires and then ran away. That's when documents say Lopez chased the clerk and shot him in the head before fleeing.
I want to take a moment now to get our first check of weather. Chief Meteorologist Robert Bettis wants us to know that it wasn't 100 degrees today.
I know. He was so excited that the misery meter did not get a tally today. And you know what? I'm going to stay the same. I agree. No tallies for today.
Yes. Let's just take this in and just savor our 99, shall we?
Yeah.
It's only going to last one day. 99 our official high today. That's still 4 degrees above normal. Record 112 set back in 2023. Satellite radar composite. Most of the action is well to the west and south of El Paso at this point. Of course, we had a few clouds and showers, even some isolated area thunderstorms earlier. In Las Cruces, we have one isolated cell just to the south and east of town right now, but that probably won't deliver a whole lot of rain. Here's a quick look ahead. Tomorrow, high temperature 102. Then we go up to 104 degrees. I'm going to have your detailed forecast coming up in just a little bit. Monica, Andy?
Robert, thank you very much. Vice President Kamala Harris has tapped her running mate for the 2024 presidential election. The presumptive Democratic nominee selecting Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her vice presidential running mate. This as the party gears up to hold on to key northern battleground states this fall. According to NBC News, Harris's campaign texted supporters this morning, calling Walz a battle-tested leader who has an incredible track record of getting things done for Minnesota families. Walz is 60 years old and had initially been viewed as a long shot in a field of vice presidential contenders. Their opponent, former President Donald Trump, calling Walz, quote, dangerously liberal. Trump's campaign releasing the following statement, reading in part, quote, Walz has spent his governorship trying to reshape Minnesota in the image of the Golden State. While Walz pretends to support Americans in the heartland, when the cameras are off, he believes that rural America is mostly cows and rocks, end quote.
Well, the El Paso military community rallied together to support an unaccompanied veteran who was laid to rest today. Coming up, we share with you the heartfelt funeral arranged for this veteran.
Plus, we're taking a deeper dive into the UTEP running back room. We'll tell you who's poised to get the bulk of the carries for the Miners this season. Thanks for choosing KTSM 9 News at 10.
Putting local first.
You're watching KTSM 9 News at 10 with Andy Morgan, Monica Cortez, Chief Meteorologist Robert Bettis, and Sports with Sam Guzman.
This is the KTSM Office Olympics. The studio race is off. There are no easy games in this league.
Oh no. Oh no, does my hair have to like be perfect? No? Oh, that's not good, my IQ. Oh no, I'm losing this one. For sure. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, where's my wife? Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable. Time. We have our winner.
Was there ever a doubt that I was going to win?
How about that? That's a wrap.
I'm right.
Your local weather authority, Robert Bettis, the Borderlands' only certified broadcast meteorologist.
Monica, Andy, I'd like you to think about the misery meter as the anti-metal count.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going in the opposite direction
of
You know
where we
what?
want it to go.
I feel like we should be very happy that there is no tally on the 110 degree days.
Yes.
So
there was a couple of those
really
last year, right?
About that, yeah.
That's like winning the gold medals.
Yes. So gold medals, here we come.
In this twisted way to kind of
notice that record right there, 2023.
Yeah, we don't say that. Remember, 99 our official high temperature today. Technically, we did not add to the misery meter. We have to make it to 100 to put a number in that column. 95 is normal. Record 112 set back in that year we will not mention. 98 Las Cruces, 95 Alamogordo, 95 Deming, 99 Juarez, and 94 in Van Horn today. Beautiful night tonight. My goodness, 89 degrees outside right now. Winds are light out of the southeast, 3 miles per hour, dew point 53. Yes, a little bit of humidity, but enough to make it soft and pretty outside. It's just so gorgeous. Now, on the satellite radar composite, we have quite a few thunderstorms still active over Mexico, but south of the border and west of El Paso. So I think we're pretty much done for the night for us. We'll see a few clouds, but that will turn clear overnight. We do have still some isolated showers generally to the west of El Paso, and that includes Las Cruces right now, which this little isolated shower has actually turned into something. Getting a little rain there on I-25. Won't last long tonight, but enjoy every precious drop. Let's get you a tropical weather update. Tropical storm Debbie making a turn, unfortunately, back toward the U.S. coastline. It's strengthening over the waters, and it will deliver more heavy rainfall through the Carolinas. Out in the eastern Pacific, we have 2 storms to watch. Fabio turning out to the west and north, and also Amelia also drifting out to the west away from the Mexican coastline. Here is your exclusive 9-hour forecast for tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies. The high temperature goes up. Misery meter, get ready. 102 the high temperature. Expect a better chance of late day thunder showers than we saw today. Atmosphere becomes far more unstable. Here's your allergy forecast. 6.8 for tomorrow, 7.4 on Thursday. Lows tonight, 68 Alamogordo, 72 at the Pass, 70 Deming, and 76 for Juarez. High temperatures tomorrow, 99 Alamogordo, 99 Deming, 102 Juarez, 100 for Van Horn. Tonight for you, Las Cruces, you've got that one isolated shower over the heart of town. Give it about 30 minutes. That should be out of the picture. Tomorrow, 100 and a good chance of late evening, late day thunder showers. Tonight, 76 at the airport. Couple of clouds turning clear by morning. High tomorrow, 102 degrees. Yes, a little muggy in the afternoon, but the winds turn direction coming in from the southwest for tomorrow afternoon. Thursday, expect isolated storms with a high temperature of 104, 100 on Friday, just a slight chance of an area storm. Partly cloudy Saturday at 102, then high pressure back, 104 Sunday, 104 on Monday, 103 Tuesday, and 102 on Wednesday. So a hot 9 days. This is a live look at the American University of Paris camera, presented by Daniela Lavinati Law Firm. Personal injury and employment law. You stay with KTSM 9 News.
Forever thinks he's got a shot at winning this rolling chair contest.
Yeah, some of us actually are on our feet all day.
3, 2, 1, go! Time. We have our winner.
All right, Sam, help me. Yeah.
Welcome to tonight's game.
Oh, come on, dude.
How many seconds left?
How about that? That's a wrap. The studio race is off. There are no easy games in this league.
This is not good. This was
Unbelievable.
Boom, boom, boom.
How about that? That's a wrap.
Welcome back, everyone. A show of support from the Borderland community as an unaccompanied veteran is laid to rest at Fort Bliss National Cemetery.
That's right. Chief photographer Sean Felice gives us a look at this heartfelt funeral arrangement for a fallen veteran.
County General Assistance Office is notified when a veteran passes and has no loved ones to honor them in their final days. So they notify us, and what I do is I put together a notification to the public, and we invite them to come out to celebrate this veteran so that they're not laid to rest alone.
My crew was all in the same unanimous feeling that we needed to be here for this soldier who was unaccompanied. Of course, we don't want no soldier being laid down to rest without any family, friends. After all, like the gentleman mentioned, we are a family.
I know here in El Paso, it's the veterans capital of the U.S., and I know El Pasoans love their veterans, and they want to do the best to honor them and give them the dignified burial that they deserve. Absolutely no one was alone today.
And our thanks to Sean for that report. Want to get to our coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Day 11 of competition is in the books, and Team USA still dominating the medal count. The United States with 86 total medals. 24 of those are gold. They've actually taken the lead outright there, as China has 22 medals, gold medals, and host country France has claimed 48 total medals.
Wow, we're finally on top. That's amazing.
At least with those gold medals, right?
Yes. And you know what you were talking about, and I found very interesting, is you were talking about Isleta football.
Yeah, I mean, we're just weeks away from the start of the official start of the Texas high school football season. As you know, there was many changes when it came to districts. Isleta played in 5A the last few years. Now they're in 4A.
Okay.
So with that experience they gained playing Del Valle, Parkland, all those tough schools, bringing it down to 4A, I think they've got a shot at competing for the district title. So we'll take a look at what the Isleta Indians have to offer this season on the football field. Plus, with UTEP's top 3 running backs from last year no longer with the program,
Who is going to be stepping up this season at the running back position? To look at UTEP's running back group as the Miners continue its fall camp preps.
This is the KTSM Office Olympics. The studio race is off. There are no easy games in this league.
Oh no. Oh no, does my hair have to like be perfect? No? Oh, that's not good, my FP. Oh no, I'm losing this one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, where's my wire? Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable. Time. We have our winner.
Was there ever a doubt that I was going to win?
How about that? That's a wrap.
Right? Thinks he's got a shot at winning this rolling chair contest.
Yeah, some of us actually are on our feet all day.
3, 2, 1, go. Time. We have our winner.
All right, Sam, help me. Yeah.
Welcome to tonight's game.
Oh, come on, dude.
How many seconds left?
How about that? That's a wrap.
And now KTSM 9 Sports with Sam Guzman. Sponsored by Glushine Vyas and Enderman Injury Lawyers.
Last season's 3-win UTEP football team did not have a lot of bright spots, but one of the bright spots was the Miners' running game. Deion Hankins, Torrance Bridges Jr., and Mike Franklin were the 3 top running backs UTEP had, 2 of the 3 earning All-Conference USA team honors. But this year, all 3 are no longer at UTEP. This season, UTEP's got a very new-looking running back group instead. Coach Walden says experience is what they were looking for when it came to constructing this season's running back group, and UTEP has got that in running backs Javon Jackson and Corey Wren. Jackson followed Walden to UTEP after he rushed for more than 1,300 yards at Austin Peay last season. Then there's also Wren, one of UTEP's biggest pickups of the offseason. He came to El Paso after spending the last 2 seasons at TCU. So all in all, Walden pretty happy with how the running back group has come along, and his 2 leaders, Jackson and Wren, are confident they can spearhead the Miners running back group this season.
While there may not be the familiar names from last year, there's a good amount of experience in there, a good amount of guys that have either been other places and seen it done, or guys that have gotten a wealth of carries. And so I really like that room. I think they've actually been one of the bright spots of the offense thus far.
I feel like myself personally, like I just plug in wherever the offense needs me. And I feel like I just, you know what I'm saying, been harping on the O-line and stuff like that. So we've been able to get some good blocks here and there. And, you know what I'm saying, I follow those big boys and they lead me to the promised land. Any way I could lead, any way I could be an example with my knowledge from, you know, being at other universities, I always told him, like, whatever the school need me to do, I'm willing to do it.
Now that running back group also has some promising underclassmen like redshirt freshman Azel Jolly, running with the 2s in fall camp so far, and true freshman Ashton Emery from Rockwall High School. Depth could be an issue for the Miners at that position later in the season, but it does seem like UTEP has a solid foundation to work with, as the run game is expected to be a huge part of this balanced up-tempo offense this season. Elsewhere in college football, here's some good news about El Paso native and Franklin High School grad Jeremiah Dickey. Earlier today, ESPN's Pete Thamel reporting Dickey agreed in principle to terms with Boise State on a contract extension for him to remain as the university's athletic director through the 2028-29 school year. This makes him among the Mountain West Conference's highest paid athletic directors. Terms of the new deal have not been revealed yet, but this is a huge win-win for Boise State and, of course, for El Paso's own Jeremiah Dickey. Over to some high school football. Teams across the state of Texas continue to prepare for the 2024 season here in El Paso. Most of the Class 4A schools have already begun its fall camp. With that being said, our 9 overtime high school football previews continue, and today we are heading to the reservation. We are checking in with the Ysleta Indians. Ysleta is led by head coach Joe Martinez. He's entering his 9th year as the school's head football coach. This season, Ysleta is playing in Class 4A Division I after competing in a challenging Class 5A the last few years. That reclassification to 4A, along with the factors of Ysleta returning 8 starters on both sides of the ball and bringing up some talent from a JV team that went 8-2 last year, that has Ysleta feeling they can challenge for a district title. Ysleta will open up their season on August 30th with a game at Parkland. Again, on August 30th, Friday, the season debut of 9 overtime. And finally, before we get out of here today, El Paso Locomotive FC announced FC Juarez forward Amari Escoto and defender Arturo Parmalo Ortiz are joining the club on loan. Both have notable experience across Mexico's top 2 divisions and are great additions to this Loco squad, especially Escoto, as he's a talented forward who can help a Locos attack that sits in the bottom of the league in goals scored with just 16 so far this season. The Locos are back in action on Saturday night against Miami FC at Southwest University Park. That's your look at sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Here is your French word of the day.
One of the fun and unique sports that you can watch this summer in France is fencing. So Virgil, how do you say fencing in French?
So in French, fencing is l'escrime.
L'escrime.
Exactly.
Virgil, thank you. That's your French word of the day.
Your French word of the day is sponsored locally by
the Law Office of Arbradi Vergara.
Robert thinks he's got a shot at winning this rolling chair contest.
Yeah, some of us actually are on our feet all day.
3, 2, 1, go! Time. We have our winner.
All right, Sam, help me. Yeah.
Welcome to tonight's game.
Oh, come on, dude.
How many seconds left?
How about that? That's a wrap. The studio race is off. There are no easy games in this league.
This is not good. This is
Unbelievable.
Coach. Boom, boom, boom.
How about that? That's a wrap.
Hair and wardrobe provided by.
Last look at the weather. Say goodbye to those 90s and that cool down tomorrow. 102. Late day of thunderstorms. Isolated storms on Thursday. 104. 3 days of 104.
All right. Thank you, Robert.
And thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Bye.